What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to give my immediate reactions. I was speeding through the highway. I was chopping up in traffic coming from work to react to this. The UFC just announced the debut card on Paramount. UFC 324 will be headlined with an interim lightweight title fight between Justin Rufus Gaethje and Paddy the fucking Baddy lad. Now, obviously, this is fucking insane, and I did know about this early. I did post about this on my story that I thought this was going to happen. This is insane to see. Obviously, Ilia Toporia's got personal things going on. I'm not going to kick him while he's down. Now, listen, I'm not an Ilia super fan, okay? I'm a Volk fan. I'm a Holloway fan. I'm not going to kick him while he's down, dude, okay? I hope Ilia Topuria comes back soon so that we get Ilia versus Armin or Ilia versus Paddy Pimblett or somehow Ilia versus Gaethje. But this is a great fight in the meantime. I know people are going to complain about this, and I'm going to shut that down. But I just want to go through everything that's got announced really quickly, and then I'll talk about my thoughts on all of them. So Gaethje versus Pimblett for the interim lightweight title. This is a fucking banger fight. I think this is going to be super exciting. Co-main event. Thank the fucking Lord. Yeah, thank the Lord that this is not the actual main event. We were this close to getting this main eventing the first ever Paramount card. It's a great co-main event. This is a generational women's MMA fight. I hope it doesn't turn out like Shevchenko versus Weili Zhang, or else I'm gonna fucking... But this is a great co-main event. There's no complaints from me here. Except for, bro, if we go through all of this and then Nunes is champ again, and we're just back to 2020 with fucking Nunes just fighting jobbers every single pay-per-view, I'm gonna be pissed. But this is a good fight. O'Malley versus dude, imagine not getting me on the Timbo show to talk about this, dude. Sean O'Malley's back. He's fighting Song Yadong. This is a great fight. We kind of had a feeling that this was going to be next for him. We thought it might be in December, but it's been moved to this January Paramount card. Absolutely stacked. Absolute cinema on the Paramount debut. This is a great fight. I think it's a really good bounce back for Sean O'Malley, to be honest. And we've got Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. This is a sick fight as well. Super excited for that one. And Arnold Allen, the GOAT, is fucking back, baby. Yo, we are back. We are ready to get on the mic. Yeah, you know, yeah, mate. Yeah, you know, yeah. Yeah, it should be a good fight. Yeah, you know, yeah. We will all be rooting for Arnold Allen in this fight. This is a great fight. I thought he was going up to lightweight, but I'm not mad at the Gene Silver matchup. Let's talk about this main event, though, because Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje, a lot of people are saying, what about Armin? What about Armin? You know what I mean? I feel like this was initially put together as a co-main event to maybe Nunes versus Harrison, or maybe Ilia versus Armin was the plan. Like, maybe they tried to negotiate that straight away, because they've got other people booked already from the UFC Qatar card. They've already got Waldo booked. I believe they were trying to book that other heavyweight blob guy that was fighting as well. And in my opinion, if I had to guess, they were trying to go, hey, let's do Armin versus Ilia. Ilia's got personal stuff going on, so they can't make that happen. Boom, this fight gets promoted to a, you know, interim title fight, and it's going to be the main event. I have no doubt this would have been the 5-round co-main event if this wasn't, you know, Ilia taking time off. But I think this is a good fight. I think that with the circumstances, this is a pretty sick matchup. These are the two kind of fights that, like, we don't want to see for Ilia, right? Like, Ilia versus Armin is the only fight you make if you have Ilia. These are the two guys that we want to see eventually fight for the belt, but they both don't deserve a title shot right now. And I think it's a great idea to match them off. And, you know, the winner of this, regardless of who it is, it's going to be a big fight against Ilia. I do feel bad for Arman, but at the same time, this fucking guy sat out for a year and a half. So now he wants to be, oh, guys, where's Armin's title shot? You guys were all hating on Armin 2 months ago. You guys were swearing Armin Sarukian doesn't deserve a title shot. Cut him from the UFC. Now you want to defend Armin? Now you want to line up for ice cream inside a donut? Fuck that, dude. You get Gaethje versus Pimblett. I'm leaning Paddy Pimblett in this fight, dude. And one thing that's pissing me off already, I'm seeing narratives about this already. People are saying like, oh, dude, Paddy doesn't deserve a title shot. Why is Paddy fighting for the belt? Blah, blah, blah. How is Paddy Pimblett top 5? Like, people literally act like they are experts on the fucking rankings and how they work, and they act like they know everything about the rankings and all this stuff. And even UFC fighters like Dan Hooker are getting Mandela affected, getting gaslit on some DDP shit into thinking Paddy Pimblett has only beat fighters outside the top 10 and magically got put top 5. He has a more recent higher ranked win than fucking Justin Gaethje. He has a more recent higher ranked win than fucking Charles Oliveira, dude. What are we talking about, man? And the thing that pisses me off is it makes perfect sense if you actually use your brain and you recall what happened in Paddy Pimblett's last fight. He's not getting a title shot for beating Michael Chandler, right? Even though Charles Oliveira did the exact same thing. No one had a problem with that, you know what I mean? It makes perfectly logical sense with the rankings. At the time that he fought Michael Chandler was ranked number 7. His only losses were to top 3 contenders, like ranked number 3 or above. Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, right? Paddy Pimblett destroyed Michael Chandler easier than all 3 of those guys did, right? And beats number 7, absolutely mogs him, absolutely destroys him. Reasonable, in my opinion, to put him at number 6 for that win. Then Islam Makhachev leaves the division and all the rankings move up 1 spot. If you do 6 minus 1, that's number 5. Does that make sense, everybody? That makes perfect fucking sense to me. Why are we acting like Paddy Pimblett's ranked number 5 for beating Bobby Green? By the way, guess who got a title shot beating Bobby Green? Islam Makhachev. So what now? Justin Gaethje just beat Rafael Fiziev. Where's the complaints about this guy being in the title shot? It should be Pimblett and Armin, to be honest. That's what it should be, but I'll let it slide, dude, because I think that Paddy Pimblett actually wins this fight. I think that Justin Gaethje goes through these phases with the fans, and we're about to enter a new one where when he loses a fight to somebody really good, then they act like Justin Gaethje's terrible, he has no ground game, he's shit, blah, blah, blah. He loses to Fiziev, oh, bro, I'm picking Moicano to beat this guy. Then he wins that fight because he's really good. He's top 5 caliber for sure. And then in his next fight, when it's against someone else really good, dude, Gaethje by fucking murder, bro. Yo, Gaethje's gonna sweep Paddy Pimblett, bro. Yo, Gaethje might even sub him, bro. And then when Gaethje loses this fight, they're gonna say he's washed. They're gonna say he was never good. They're gonna say, oh, Paddy beat a washed up Gaethje. Like, that's what they're gonna do. Doesn't matter who Paddy Pimblett beats, they're gonna say he's washed. So I think Paddy Pimblett wins this fight. I could honestly see a submission based on the way that he last fought. He really, like, mixed up his wrestling really well. I don't think Gaethje's going to be out there shooting takedowns like Michael Chandler. So it is going to be harder for Paddy Pimblett to take this to the ground. But I do think he's going to be able to eat some big shots from Justin Gaethje. I think he's going to attack the legs with his oblique kicks. I think he's going to whip up some head kicks. Gaethje's chin has deteriorated as well. So I do think Pimblett can rock him on the feet with the hands, get wild with him, force some kind of scramble, end up on top, and I think he submits Justin Gaethje if they grapple for an extended period. I think that Gaethje's jiu-jitsu is not super high level. I think his wrestling's really good, but I think he probably gets submitted by Pimblett if Pimblett can get it to the ground. But I am worried, though. This is actually a tough fight. I think Gaethje has really good takedown defense. I think he has big power in the hands. Very crafty, like slick boxing. He's kind of improved his technical abilities. He fights behind his jab really well. He has good leg kicks, but he is a little bit chinny. I think he can get out grappled if you can get him there. And I think that Paddy Pimblett, he just has a lot more momentum. And I just feel like he has plot. Like, again, I can't explain this, but I just feel like we're never going to see Gaethje versus Ilya. That just doesn't seem real to me. I think I think Pimblett versus Ilya will happen. That is going to get manifested into fucking reality. I think Pimblett's going to win the interim belt. He's going to get, mate, what now? What now? They all said I couldn't fucking beat him, lad. What now? You know yourself, eh? I'm fucking coming for Ilya, yeah, lad. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm coming for fucking Elcher. It's so, lad. I feel like it's just gonna... I can just see him at a press conference, both of them with the belts, dude. I really feel like Paddy Pimblett's gonna win this fight by submission, but that's a banger main event. Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. I feel like Kayla Harrison wins this fight. I feel like Kayla Harrison is gonna just... I'm not going to overthink this. I'm going to pick Kayla Harrison to win this fight. I think she's going to mog Amanda Nunes physically. I think she's going to be a lot, like, sharper early on. And I think Nunes is just going to come out scrapping, dude. I think Nunes is going to look for big shots, winging punches. And then I feel like Kayla Harrison's going to get a hold of her and just slowly get into submission position and get a win. But I think it's going to be a great fight. I think this will be kind of entertaining. I think there's going to be beef going into it. Kayla Harrison is kind of good at talking shit and getting some drama involved. I think there is beef between these two, so I am excited for this. I'm not going to hate on this too much. I do still think that, man, I wish Weili beat Valentina, bro. I'm still coping about Weili losing to Valentina, man. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and act like this is fucking high-level MMA, dude, but it is a big fight. It's a huge name value in the women's division. I am excited about this. I think that's a great co-main event. I'm so happy this is not the fucking main event, dude. All right. Featured fight, we got Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. You know I'm picking Sean O'Malley, bro. It's not because I'm boys with Timbo, dude. I dead ass think that this goes two ways. Number one, Sean O'Malley in a mainly striking matchup. I do think Song Yadong will mix in his wrestling a little bit, but you ain't Marab. We saw that against Piotr Jan. We saw that against Corey Sandhagen as well. You're not Marab, bro. You have all the skills, but I don't think like Song Yadong has the exact same skill set and the same intangibles of somebody like Marab, somebody like that. Even an Umar Nurmagomedov, I don't think he has the same kind of intangibles. I think Sean O'Malley's going to have improved takedown defense from the two camps preparing to fight Marab and preparing to fight Aljo before that. Generally, he does have pretty good takedown defense. He does have pretty good cardio. In a 3-round fight, I think he's going to be able to go a little bit more high output, especially against a striker. I am interested to see Song Yadong's power against Sean O'Malley's power. I think that Sean O'Malley's going to have to be a little bit careful of the overhands of Song Yadong. He's really powerful. He's really quick. But I think that Sean O'Malley's going to be able to snipe him at range a little bit, jab him up, front kick him to the body, land calf kicks, move around on the outside, feint a little bit. I think Sean O'Malley wins this fight by decision. I think that Song Yadong is extremely tough. He's a fucking blockhead, dude. There's no two bones about it. But I think Suge wins this, dude. Dude, imagine not picking fucking Suge, dude. His sleep schedule, dialed. The goon schedule, dialed. Bedtime Sean O'Malley show, dialed, bro. I'm picking Sean O'Malley to win this fight. But another reason I'm picking him before I move on, Song Yadong, La Song, La Choke, La Fraud. He doesn't have the clutch gene, bro. I'm just going to say it like it is, dude. Song Yadong, every title elimination bout, this guy loses. That's just, am I wrong? He kind of has that Corey Sandhagen, like, he's good enough to beat everybody else in the division. I'd pick him to fight someone number 6 in the division. I'd pick him to beat someone number 7 in the division. Number 8, you know what I mean? Song Yadong versus anybody ranked below him, he's beating them, right? He's super talented. He's really good. As soon as he gets a chance to fight Piotr Jan on a losing streak, he loses. As soon as he gets a chance to fight Corey Sandhagen, if you win this, you get a title shot. He loses. I think it's going to be the same story here. He's finally getting that fight that if he wins this, he gets a title shot. We get to see Song Yadong versus Marab, which I do think a lot of people are interested in terms of the matchup, and they think it's, you know, a tough fight for Marab, and I'm interested to see that too, because Song does have good takedown defense. He has big power. He doesn't have the best cardio, but I think he can go hard for like 3 rounds solid and maybe try and chin Marab. But every time he gets these title elimination bouts, he loses. So I think Sean O'Malley wins this fight by decision. I think he gets on the thing. Dana, give me a jet to Spain. But Dana's definitely, Sean O'Malley's definitely gunning for that trilogy with Marab. I do think he wins this fight, and then they'll probably make O'Malley versus Umar. That's what I would guess. Or they'll give one of them a title shot chance against Marab. Or maybe they do Marab versus Pantoja if he beats Van, and O'Malley versus Umar, the winner of that, fights the Bantamweight champion. That's what I think's going to happen. I do think O'Malley wins this fight by decision. I think it'll be a tough fight, but yeah, it'll be good. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. This is the fluke or be fluked matchup. These guys both love to just fluke a fucking right hand on somebody. Let me get back to you on this one. I know that this is my immediate reactions, early predictions. Let me get back to you on this one, because I really feel like Derek Lewis could fluke this. And I would love to see a world where Derek Lewis fights Tom Aspinall. But I feel like Waldo Cortez Acosta is going to win this by decision. I think this is one of those fights where Derek Lewis is going to respect the power. He's going to respect the speed, the skills of Cortez Acosta. He's not a fucking taxi driver from fucking Brazil. He's not a random NBA reject with one fight in the UFC. Waldo Cortez Acosta is actually pretty decent. He has good boxing. He can mix up the wrestling if he needs to. And Derek Lewis just kind of stands around at range and then flukes you. So I think in a 3-round fight, Waldo Cortez Acosta is going to jab him up, move around on the outside. I think if Derek Lewis gets overly aggressive, he'll get countered because Waldo Cortez Acosta is just a little bit faster, a little bit more technical. So I'm going to say Waldo wins by decision. I think we're going to have a classic heel Waldo performance. I don't think we're going to get, you know, prime Waldo right now where he's knocking out everybody. I think we're going to go back to the good old days when Waldo was like emoting on fucking Arlovsky, just winning a 29-28 decision. I think that's what we're going to get here. And people are going to be mad because they're going to probably put Derek Lewis on their parlay. I'm feeling a Waldo decision. That's what I'm feeling. All right, dude. Opening up the main card, we're going to have Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. I think Arnold Allen wins this. I actually think Arnold Allen fucking wins this, dude. I am worried about... Oh, man, I don't like this because he's coming off a big layoff. But he's really fucking good. Like, he lost to Max Holloway, but it was a close fight. Like, he actually did pretty good against Max. And he lost to Movsar Evloev. Again, super close fight. Did pretty well. Really started to come on strong late. Arnold Allen's super fucking good. Like, he's super talented. He doesn't really have the resume to kind of back it up, but I think everybody that's watched Arnold Allen knows how talented he is. Gene Silva, like, he's very dangerous, and I do think he'll dial it back a little bit from the Diego Lopes fight, and I can see him winning this fight. Like, I feel like it's very close. This could be a decision, like a very close back and forth fight, 29-28 either way. I think Arnold Allen right now in my heart, I think he wins, but I could see him coming back a little bit slow starting. Gene Silva wins, and then Arnold Allen moves up to lightweight, and then he goes on a little bit of a run. I'm a believer in Arnold Allen. I like Arnold Allen. I'm a big fan of his stuff. I think this is a tough matchup for him, but I also think it's winnable. I think this will be a close fight. It'll be super scrappy. There'll be blood. There'll be gut. Like, it'll be a back and forth kind of war, but all in all, man, and the fact that they announced that Umar versus Figueiredo is going to be on the fucking prelims for this card, and the fact that we don't have to pay a pay-per-view fee for this. This is a generational debut, man. Like, this is seriously a great card, especially considering all of the problems the UFC has with the inactivity of fucking Khamzat Chimaev, with the inactivity of fucking Ilia Topuria. And I'm going to give him a pass on this one because he has personal stuff going on. But at the same time, this brother is saying, oh, if I fight at lightweight again, I want to fight Paddy. I don't want to fight Arman Sarukian. That, to me, is bullshit. That's fucking gay, dude. Like, you should be fighting Arman Sarukian if you're staying at lightweight. And I don't think we should be letting Ilia just pick and choose whatever division he wants to fight. Oh, I want to go up to welterweight. You're not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna take your head off your shoulder. Like, bro, you're 5'7". You should not be fighting at 170. But whatever's going on with Ilia, whatever's going on with Chimaev, whatever's going on with all these other fighters that are super, Aspinall's disappeared off the face of the earth. I'm happy with what we've got. Okay, 324. This is a great card. I'm super excited for this. I think Paddy versus Gaethje is going to be super hype when that cage door closes. I really do think Paddy Pimblett wins, and I hope he wins as well. I don't want to see Gaethje versus Ilia. I don't have any intrigue in that. I know Ilia slimes out Gaethje face first into the canvas. At least with Paddy Pimblett, he has that kind of plot armor where I'm like, maybe he could do it. Maybe he could fluke this off Ilia. But yeah, otherwise the card is great. And the last thing I want to talk about, I don't know if the UFC's posted it. No, they haven't posted it, dude. They just announced this, though, for 325. Let me see if they've announced this. Yeah, here we go. Brother, for 325, why the fuck are we doing Lopes versus Volk? Why are we doing Lopes versus Volk? The fact that this motherfucker is getting an instant rematch. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking joking? You have Evloev. Okay, oh, Evloev's been inactive. He doesn't deserve it. Okay, what about Lerone Murphy? What about Lerone Murphy? Why the fuck is Volk fighting the same guy twice that he just beat 49-46? Why? It's so fucking obvious what the UFC wants here with Lopes. What is this? This should not be legal. What the fuck are we doing? What? Why are we sitting around waiting for a fucking rematch like what? This is not computing to me. This is like my immediate reaction. Like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Are you fucking kidding me? Diego Lopes, you beat Gene Silva. Congrats, bro. You were losing the second round, and before that, you got fucking mogged by Volk. The only reason Lopes versus Volk was competitive and would be competitive at all is because Volk's chin is fucking shot from losing to Ilia and Islam. If you take away Volk's bad chin, he absolutely schools this fuck. And I don't know why this little mustachioed fuck is staring at me like that, bro. Because I like Diego Lopes, but this is pissing me off. It should be Lerone Murphy. It should be Movsar Evloev. Yair Rodriguez, I would take Yair Rodriguez over this right now. I'm not even joking, bro. That's a more, oh, maybe he's improved since then. This was one fight ago. What are we doing? What the fuck? It's not like there's a fucking controversy involved. Volk beat this guy's ass. Are you serious, bro? And man, what the fuck? This card better be fucking good, dude. I'm hearing reports that it's going to be Strickland versus Fluffy as a co-main event. That's a good save. I'm thinking of going to this card. Let me know if I should do a video going to this card. I might try and get Diego Lopes out of the card. I might try and, cross some wires over the street and shit like that. Try and get Lerone Murphy in there. But all jokes aside, this is absolutely an abomination. It's a fucking disgrace against the country. This is literally worse than Strickland versus DDP2. This is literally, hear me out. This is literally worse than Strickland versus DDP2. This is literally one of the worst title fights made possible. This is such a fucking joke of a fight, and it's so obvious that they love this fucking guy. Yeah, they announced Umar versus Figgy for the fucking prelims as well. But dude, what the fuck is this? The only saving grace is that these two cards are back-to-back. I'm super excited for 324. I hope the rest of the 325 card can save this. Like, the only saving grace for 325 is, like, you get Evloev versus Murphy on that same card, and then if Lopes pulls out, boom, we give one of those guys a title fight. Strickland versus Hernandez, Quillen Salkud versus BSD or Benil Dariush, something like that. That would be kind of cool, right? But otherwise, man, what a disappointment for that Sydney card. But otherwise, these are my immediate reactions. These are my thoughts on UFC 324, 325. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I'm about to go fucking chin somebody, man. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye.